Hey folks, you all might be familiar with the FIA president, but do you know what he said about Hamilton's career? Hello guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to bring you the bad that Ben Sulayem, the new FIA president, has revealed about Lewis Hamilton's F1 career. So without wasting any more fuel, let's get right into the race. But before we push the throttle, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also press the bell icon, so you never miss out on upcoming videos. You're all aware that Hamilton lost the title on the final lap of the final race, but he might have to face penalty for refusing to attend the season finale awards ceremony. Neither Hamilton nor Wolff attended his awards ceremony, and the Formula One regulations require the top 3 drivers in the championship to participate. Ben Sulayem stated that if there is a transgression, there is no forgiveness. When asked if he reprimanded Hamilton for not attending the gala, he stated forgiveness is always possible, but the rules remain the rules. If there's a gap after a few hours as president, I know Lewis is deeply pained by what occurred, and I cannot provide solutions without coming back to the facts. However, Ben Sulayem is optimistic that the issue in Abu Dhabi will not be the last time we see a Hamilton race in Formula One. I discussed with Toto. I heard it when I started calling Let's Check guidelines and make sure that if a scenario like this arises again, someone would address it right away. There are several places where we may improve. It is our obligation to forget the past, but let us study it and make changes. We must take the initiative. We must improve in all areas, which will cause the situation to calm down. After the sad season finale, Hamilton has only made 2 public appearances. First, he was honored with a knighthood at Windsor Castle, and then he said farewell to Valtteri Bottas in Brackley. Ben Sulayem made an attempt to communicate to Lewis Hamilton to find out why Toto Wolff and Hamilton did not attend the event. Ben Sulayem attempted to reach the 7-time world champion via messaging. He said, "I've delivered him messages. I don't think he's 100% ready to take action right now. We don't criticize him. I understand his position as a driver, obviously. He is at a unique level. But there are also rules. As you read in the media, the latest president is going to sanction, of course. They spice up matters a lot with what is essential for others. But for me, it's not particularly associated to a certain driver or certain team. It's general. There are rules we must respect, and we must respect the integrity of the FIA. And I can't judge anyone until I know the exact statements. In fact, my first intention is to go through the whole Abu Dhabi report. I think, of course, by not being at the gala, it's something that Lewis and his team knew. But at the end of the day, we're human too. There was anxiety and pressure." Toto Wolff also revealed bad news about Lewis Hamilton. According to Toto Wolff, Lewis Hamilton is dissatisfied and will never top the chances of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. He said he could not guarantee Hamilton would continue to compete as a driver in F1. His heart would say, "I want to continue," as he is at the top of his sport, but we need to get over the pain he has caused him as. Toto Wolff said, "I'm in daily dialogue with him, but now there's not much to talk about. Each of us is dealing with the feelings we're having now in our own way. I just want to do the best thing I can to help him process his emotions so that he comes back strong with the affection for the game and belief in the game's decision-making next year, and we'll really hope that's the case in the meantime." Wolff insists it has nothing to do with the Verstappen or Red Bull. This case has nothing to do with Max. This has nothing to do with being hypothetical about Hamilton's fate in the sport. Wolff states that there should be general changes to the game to make everyone happy. We can't stay in a game that's supposed to be a game accompanied by entertainment. And now through rule consistency, it's not the other way around. It's important, and no team should go against the guidelines just to push the movement. We want to see clean measures in the region before the start of the season, so that all riders, teams, and fans can see what is and isn't happening. Is Lewis Hamilton going to retire? Ex-Formula One Managing Director Bernie Ecclestone believes Lewis Hamilton will retire after losing his battle for the 2021 F1 title against his archival Max Verstappen. It seemed like the entire 2021 season, Hamilton and Verstappen was engaged for a tit-for-tat neck-and-neck battle, which lasted the entire season, kept fans in suspense, with many sides opting for multiple times. Verstappen was even called for risky maneuvers, and in the opinion of some watchers, frankly dangerous on the circuit. But is Hamilton really eliminated? Mercedes boss Toto Wolff disagrees entirely with Ecclestone's assessment and insists Hamilton has no plans to withdraw. Eddie Jordan. Eddie Jordan believes that Lewis Hamilton will come back to fight stronger and better than ever despite rumors of a possible retirement from Formula One. Of course, he is disappointed, but we'll think about it, and you will see that was a set of circumstances where you were terribly unlucky and because the accident happened to life. But the way the race director dealt with it in hindsight, there was very little choice that he had to do what he had to do in. I'm going to want to unleash at all guns, and in my opinion gives a stronger action to compete for next year's championship, which I really believe he can win. Lewis Hamilton will be back, says Martin Brundle. Brundle began by giving his opinion on the assumption that Lewis Hamilton will give up. He said, "Absolutely not. I don't buy any of it, to be honest." He exclaimed on why Lewis has every intention to keep competing. I'm sure Toto has been asked by Lewis, "What are you doing about this?" But Formula One is fantastically popular for the Mercedes-Benz's brand, while Lewis is 37 years old, and we know he's driving at his peak exceptionally determined and competitive. He'll be back. He then gave his opinions on the suggestions that Mercedes may be pushing for Michael Masi to be eliminated as the race director. I'm a little bit uncomfortable of a team and a driver starting to determine who is doing what in race control or any other role in F1. That's the tail wagging the dog to a certain extent. He signed off by reiterating why Lewis Hamilton will be back. If I was a Formula One manager and my driver came to me and said, "I don't want to race anymore if that guy is settling around," I would immediately stop thinking about race control and considering has my driver lost his motivation, which of course he hasn't. Lewis will be back, and he'll be pushing the throttle ever harder. We are convinced that once the 2022 season begins, the dust will settle between the top team and the FIA. Fans will have to wait till then to see their favorite driver return to the F1 cockpit. It's less than a month till the drivers begin winter testing on the 2022 cars. So this brings us to the end of the video. What do you guys think? Will Lewis continue his career in F1? Is Salam's statements correct or not? And hey, most importantly, will Lewis have to pay the financial penalty or not? What are your expectations for the 2022 F1 season? Do let us know in the comments section down below. And if you liked the video, give us a big thumbs up. Stay tuned for more amazing videos. Peace out.